You know how we're talking about like friendships and meeting girls like off the bat and knowing that this is not for you.
Yeah.
So actually one time me and my friend we had gone to the club. I think one of our friends was celebrating their birthdays.
Yeah.
So we had gone to the club and there was one girl I met. There was one dress I was wearing and she came up to me. She was like, "Oh, I like your dress." Like she has this kind of dress and she wore it this way. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, oh, nice, whatever.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, I'm a very friendly person. So me, we were just talking. We were dancing in the club. Then it was time to go to a different club. I went in this club with her.
Club hopping.
Yeah, club hopping. So the girl, right? Me, I'm thinking, okay, this girl is nice, whatever. She's giving. So it's time to move to. She's like, oh, she doesn't have a ride or whatever. And there was still space. I was the one driving. There was still space in the car. So I don't even know, there was this weird vibe that the girl was giving in the car. In the car? Yeah, in the car while we were driving there, right? She was just talking about, oh, what kind of car do you drive? Oh, she drives this kind of car, but something is wrong with her car or something. I think she's talking about she drives a Benz or something, but something was wrong with her Benz. That's why she needed a ride today. That this and that. Oh, her mommy even just pushed to start me. So we got to the club, right? And then the girl introduced us to another one of her friends. Like she said she had a section in the club. Another one of her friends. They came to write our name down. I'm like, why are you writing our name down?
Yeah, for what?
You know, but me, I'm not the one thinking this. So it's my friend that's thinking this. Me, I'm already gone. I was late, but. So she took us to a section. There was a bunch of men, and my friend is like, "Chy, this is not a place that we want to be at, though." Yeah. And then they wanted our names. We gave them fake names, and then we left. We left the girl. Yeah. So later we now discovered, like later in the month, that this girl's a shower.
Like actual prostitute.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to Chic Chat on the Farmers King HQ. I'm Chy.
I'm Lolade,
and we're your hosts. So today basically we're going to talk about
girl code,
yeah, and friendships, and you know, just women being women, I guess.
So what do you think girl code is?
For me personally, I feel like girl code is just like, as women, there's some things that like only us understand, you know. There's like unspoken rules in society that women just, I don't want to say follow, but should abide by, kind of. Yeah,
like, you know? Unwritten set of rules among women, you know, just to like be able to respect each other and have a healthy
relationships. What's one girl code that you know?
I would say it's like not having competition between your friends, you know. Like, you should be able to know that you and a girlfriend that you have can grow together without really like having any animosity. And even if you go ahead of this friend, she will still be there to support you, you know.
Yeah, like maybe like right now we're in college or whatever, university. So maybe one of our friends, we all got into college at the same time, but she has graduated. She's getting out of uni with a job.
Like, she's doing well. Like, oh, we've not graduated. At the same time, I'll still support that friend. You know, I'll still support her wins.
Don't feel like, oh, because she's not being successful right now that you are now failing. No, like, that's her turn. As a friend, you should support her,
because there will still be a time that she would support you.
Exactly, when it's your own time. There shouldn't be any competition at all about that. And speaking of that, like with the whole being supporting and encouraging as friends, like if you want to do, like right now, I do hair, and I feel I've actually made a lot of friends from being a hairstylist.
That's how you met me.
Yeah, that's actually how I met her that day, from being a hairstylist, you know. So like, if I have another, I also have other friends that do hair too. You know, I'm not going to never be like, oh, because I'm doing hair and
like you can't do hair. No, regardless.
I even recommend, like, if I'm not able to do, even if I'm able to do something, but I know this girl can do it better than me, I even recommend my friends, like,
to help.
This is my friend though, she does hair too. I feel like she will better do what you need
than what I'm doing right now. Like, if let's say you're very good at wigs and your other friend is good at braids, you'd be like, okay, go to this other person. for braids, not like, yeah, I get that.
Or like sometimes people will have friends that do stuff, or they'll be looking for somebody,
Other people, because they don't want to pay the friend, they rather have the friend do it for free than pay the friend. Like, no,
like,
you don't
why
do
as
that.
why as a friend are you doing that? You know, I feel like it's, I don't know, I'm not a man, but I feel like women do that the most.
Yeah,
actually.
they do it a lot, because like you think your friend is not qualified enough for you to pay her.
because they are your friend. It's not good. If one person is eating, like we're all gonna
We're all going to eat. Simple. Like, and I feel like with girl code too, you also have to talk about like where there's no betrayal, you know, because like a lot of girls betray themselves, like due to like different things, but like a lot of girls betray themselves. Like, when you know, girls now, we like to talk, gossip, everything. Like a lot of girls, like sometimes they might not do it like intentionally, but like they could be talking about their friends in a way that might not make the friend happy, you know. And then like it's like, okay, so in a situation like this, right, a friend might come to me and be like, oh, Lolade, this person said this about you, and obviously my friend knows it's not true, right? And I'm like, oh, who said it then? Like, who said it?
They'll
I'm
not
like,
tell you.
I can't tell you. I'm protecting this person. Like, if you say you're my friend and somebody came to come and talk to you as my friend, why can't you tell me?
And why did that person even feel comfortable? Like,
come to talk to you? Because like, if they actually thought that, oh, you were like my friend, like no one can just go and meet my sister and be like, oh, this is about your sister, because they know that that's my sister. So you should be able to like be solid enough to be my friend for them to be like, oh, I can't go and talk to this girl about that. I can't,
especially about certain things. Or she said that, oh, you used to do this, you used to do that. Like, she said that you're this kind of person, but why they come
to talk to you
to talk about that?
And they're like, and then they're not like, oh, I didn't say anything.
No, I didn't say anything. But they felt comfortable enough to talk to you. Well, that's also why it's like when friendship is starting, you know, I feel like as girls, especially if you're friendly, when you meet a girl, you're like, oh my gosh, hi, nice to meet you, let's be friends, all that. But it's very, very important to set boundaries. Like, maybe not at the beginning, but once you see this friendship might progress like this, that's when you need to start talking about boundaries. Because if not, somebody's going to end up getting hurt. It's like, oh, I did not know that you are not like that.
So because like as friends, right? Sorry for cutting you, but as friends, right? Like, even as much as you're friends, like even with my sister, I still like argue. Like, we still have arguments, we still have fights, right? So like as friends, you should be able to like know what type of person the other friend is, so that you don't like cross the other friend. Because I can remember the only time we had an argument was when I came late to your place when you wanted to do my hair, and like you cancelled on somebody else for me. Can you remember?
Okay, and I think I had work.
So I was like, oh, why didn't you like do my hair? And then you were like, oh, Lolade, you knew I had work. I even cancelled on someone else for you. And then we like even sorted it out. We just talked about it, and you were like, oh, okay, don't come late for my appointments, because I'm always known to go late to anywhere, right? But I'm working on that. But like going to your place and you communicating that with me, like, oh, Lolade, I had work and you came to my place late, and then I apologized immediately. I was like, I'm sorry, Angel, and everything. It's like I feel that just like strengthen. But
I think like I messaged you like the next day or something to talk about it. That's also the kind of person that I am personally. Like something might happen in that moment, you know, or knowing I have friends that like in that moment they want to argue and all that stuff, and I have other friends where, oh, we might not talk about it right now, but we're going to talk about it later, you know. So you too, as my friend, like you should understand the kind of person I am. Like maybe I might not come to you immediately and just speak out with my mind, but know that it's still gonna happen. Just because I not say it then means we are done,
we are no more friends, we are not talking, like no.
Women love to cut off.
Especially other women, they wouldn't cut off their boyfriend.
The one who drag you through the mud.
They'll be like, no, that's still my man. He knows where home is.
He knows where home is.
But your friend wouldn't want to give her a chance.
But you've lost it, you guys.
Like, I feel like your friend, you should even give them more chance, because like everybody is like, to her is human. Everybody can
make
mistakes. You know, nobody's perfect. So you should always like have that like space between you and your friend. Like, oh, okay, even if you like hurt me, I can like we can still talk about this. We can still work through this. Like that doesn't mean the friendship. Do you want to be changing friends every five minutes? Like you should be able to work.
I have to sue me for friendship. I don't tired now. I do that. I used to let people do what they want to do. Because sometimes even like is even too much. If you notice that you guys are like arguing all the time, like you're not even, it's not how it used to be, like that sisterhood. It's okay. It's okay to take a break. Yeah, let the person go. Maybe like you don't even have to cut them off, but just you maybe even talk about it like, hey, this is our friendship. It's not working again like that. We're not fighting, but it's not working again like that.
And you still wish the person well.
Exactly. I don't think that you should go and starve somewhere and die, and you should.
No.
But we should calm down, distance ourselves. What's that thing they said? Distance makes the heart go fonder. Even with friendship, it's important to practice that.
Because I feel like if you're in a friendship with someone and like you guys are having arguments every time, it's really good to like have distance or be like, okay, we can talk about this a different day, different time. Because like in that moment, you guys do not want to talk to yourselves. Like in that moment where you're arguing like consistently and everything, you don't want to talk to each other, right? So it's like just like take space, just like how you take spaces in relationship. You can take space from your friends and still talk about it later. Like it's the same thing.
Or like speaking of that, when girls like behave differently with their boyfriends and versus their friends, like with their boyfriends they practice healthy communication, they practice physical quality time, they practice all these love languages with their man, but with your friend, like
you're not doing that. You don't want to like hang out with your friend. You don't want to do that because have you seen like these TikToks, right? Like they'll be out with their friends and they'll be like, oh, once my man calls, I'm
gone. Excuse me,
what? Like you're hanging out with your friend and you're like, once my man calls, if my man calls, I'm still staying with my friend.
Especially since like girls, like before we go out, we have to plan it like weeks ahead. We have one outfit, so your man should know that.
To understand that. That's when. So it's like if you already done all these plans and then we're now going out and you're like, oh, I have to go and meet my man. After I already planned to go out with you, it's like you're not respecting girl code. We're meant to
exactly at all. Because men, if they're out with their bros, he's not leaving the car.
If you call him and be like, okay, babe, I'll see you later. Yes, they'll see you ring. They'll see you ringing.
But because
he's not going to come to you. So
that's one thing I choose. I don't like I'm not like or women that are like, oh, I don't have female friends.
Yeah, like I'm all about my man. Because like if that relationship ends, who will you go back to? Is it not your same friends that you dropped?
Friends though. When man, I don't like having friends. I'm actually grateful that most of the friendships, female friendships that I've made, right, are just people that are about sisterhood. Like most of my friends, we go out on dates. We call each other. Like everybody's
check up on
busy.
each other. Everyone is busy, but you still like take time to check up on your friend. Like when we went to that Valentine's date.
Exactly. We all had boyfriends, but we still had a Valentine. No, it's not because we are single. All of us are single, so we must take ourselves. No, you still went on your own Valentine with your man.
Yeah, each person still went on Valentine's Day, but like, and then we still did a whole Valentine, which is good. Things like that just help healthy friendships.
Exactly.
And I feel like friendship or like friendships in general, it's not just about the going out. It's about like deeper than that. It's like when you're down and like okay, well, let me ask this person for advice, or let me call this person and see if they can help me feel better. Like I feel like that's very essential, because like some women just glorify like the outside parts of friendships, like
have just friends for aesthetic.
Yeah, can you remember that girl that posted on her close friends that I can't be friends with you if you're ugly, or I can't be friends? Can you remember that time? It was trending on Shade Room, this popular American.
I think she was popular.
She was like, I can't be friends with you if you're not thick, if you're not figure eight, like because we wouldn't be able to get into a section, something like people are most females are just friends with like other females for aesthetics. Like no.
What's the point of that? That's not even friendship.
That's not friendship.
People should be co-workers. Now that job that they
just be co-workers at that point. Like
that's not a friendship at all. Or like friends that like she was talking about when you need help with something. Like I love friends that are resourceful. You are working a good job, that, and we're college students, a good job that works with our schedule, and your job is hiring. Me, I don't have work. Recommend me so I can come out. Put me on, let me come out. Because I'm not working the same place as you does not mean they will decrease your salary.
We are just going to both be earning good.
Exactly. And that means we'll have more money to shop.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah,
I have friends that gatekeep.
Gatekeeping
my job is not hiring now.
Like it's not even just gatekeeping jobs. Gatekeeping where you got a particular like
clothes.
face. Like
Send the link.
point? Like it's not a competition who will look better in it.
all.
Just like send the link. Let's look good together. Simple. And I feel like that also goes into like being honest with your friend, right?
Yeah.
Kind of, because like most friends could come to you and like they will ask for advice, but they might not exactly want the honesty that comes with it. It's like if you're honest with your friend, then you're a good friend. Like you're a good friend. If you like, I know some friends that I could go to and they'll tell me just like, okay, Lolade, you're wrong in this situation, or Lolade, you should have done it like this. Those are the friends I cherish, and those are the friends I've been friends with for like years. But for like friends that I've gone to and they've been like, oh, it's still okay, like whatever you did is still fine, or like they just try to like make me feel better about it. Yeah, it's good to make your friend feel better about it, right? But like not being honest to me, like I already know. Okay, so low-key, I want you to also obviously like make me feel better, but I also want to know the truth. I want you to be like okay, if I can remember the time I sent you those pictures and I was like help me choose like which one is best. Somebody I know that like not all of them will be like the finest on the same level, obviously, right? But some like a friend I could go and meet and they'll be like all of them are fine, like you can post all of them, like just tell me the truth. Like you can tell me like, okay, this one is not as fine as this one is not as fine as this one. Do you get? It's like little things about
that's why you pick like your top 3 when you send pictures to each other, like okay, pick your top 3.
So what do you think on how to like address toxic friendships and how to let it go when you realize it's a toxic friendship?
Okay, so I think earlier we talked about like what a toxic friendship is. Friends that don't support you, that don't communicate in a healthy way, or that think is a competition as friends. So those when you meet a girl and you are feeling that vibe, you know,
you see the signs.
Yeah, you see the signs, red flags. Like you don't even have to let them go in like a mean way, you know, or maybe you don't even have to address the situation. I feel like addressing a toxic friendship is if you guys have been friends for a long time and now it's getting toxic. That's when you're like, my sister, like what's going on
with between us, you know, like
then you talk about
we've always been good friends, so like what's happening now, you know. But like toxic friendships that it starts toxic, like you already know that this girl is not for you. You just have to like, you don't even have to like be mean towards her or anything. Just not like when you're in public spaces with her, you could still be like, hey, hi, hope you're good. But like you just know like this person is not like close enough to be like
that's the person you go to with your problems,
you know,
with advice.
You just
share
like
your personal life with.
That's not the person you go out with too, or that's not the person, because that's the toxic friendship regardless.
Because when you people go out, before you know it, you've heard everything that happened there.
Like, no.
How did you know that? Oh, the person you went
so you just keep like an amicable like friendship with them. Like
great word choice, amicable. Yes, like that doesn't mean we're friends, but we're not fighting.
We're not fighting either. Regardless. Very that good. Makes sense.
Also, like with social media, I think social media has played a huge part in friendship. And for our generation, our generation, like we grew up on social media, but the generation before us, they didn't. You know, so if you meet somebody, like you're usually meeting people in your like area and all that stuff. But us,
I feel like social media has like created a lot of rules on how friendship should be, you know, because like you scroll on TikTok and you see, oh, this friend is treating her friend this certain type of way because her friend, you know, come to a birthday dinner, or birthday dinners, or like, oh, because this friend doesn't want to split the bill with you on your birthday dinner, you're cutting the friend off. Like social media has played a great role on like birthdays, friendships, female friendships.
So maybe like you said on TikTok, you see how this group of friends celebrated their birthday, and you want that to be a group of friends, but one thing you have to think about is you don't know these people. Maybe they just filmed that video. You don't even know if these people all like each other. Maybe they just came together for that one video. But you don't understand that your friends are busy with work. Some of them have children. Some of them have school. Some of them are just going through stuff, and you're mad that they could not pay at your birthday dinner. They don't have the money.
Like there was this time I was scrolling on TikTok, right, and then this woman, she's like, I didn't know she was a stripper, right, but she was like, oh, if your friends can't come for your birthday trip, like you should cut them up. Strippers can get off at any time. They don't need a consistent schedule,
and they make like cash money
immediately. Like I don't know much, but I feel like I know this much about strippers. Like they don't need to have, maybe they do have a consistent schedule, but like they can get off more often than like people that work 9 to 5 or people that work college student jobs. So it's like I was not thinking about it, like I was trying to tell my friends about a birthday trip, but then I went to her page and I found out that she was a stripper. It's like she's making that cash immediately. Like, I and my friends, we are college students. We don't have the type of money she is making.
Yeah, so I can't travel out of the
Yeah.
country, going to Puerto Rico, going to.
So I can't put those rules on my
friends. Exactly.
You know?
And like you say, rules. You know, those are why are you putting rules on somebody else's life? You're not their god, for example. Like, you're not their parents.
You don't get to do that.
You know how we're talking about like friendships and meeting girls like off the bat and knowing that this is not for you.
Yeah.
So actually, one time, me and my friend, we had gone to the club. I think one of our friends was celebrating their birthdays.
Yeah.
So we had gone to the club and there was one girl I met. There was one dress I was wearing and she came up to me. She was like, "Oh, I like your dress." Like she has this kind of dress and she wore it this way. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, oh, nice, whatever.
Yeah, that's nice.
You know, I'm a very friendly person. So me, we're just talking. We're dancing in the club. Then it was time to go to a different club. I went in this club with her.
Club hopping.
Yeah, club hopping. So the girl, right? You know, me, I'm thinking, okay, this girl is nice, whatever. She's giving. So it's time to move to. She's like, oh, she doesn't have a ride or whatever. And there was still space. I was the one driving. There was still space in the car. So we went to the next club, right? And so we're waiting for our other friends to come, and I don't even know, there was this weird vibe that the girl was giving in the car. In the car? Yeah, in the car while we're driving there, right? She was just talking about, what kind of car do you drive? Oh, she drives this kind of car, but something's wrong with her car or something. I think she's talking about she drives a Benz or something, but something was wrong with her Benz. That's why she needed a ride today. That this and that. Oh, her mommy even just pushed to start. Me, like, my car starts to kill.
Starts with key, manual.
That's what I'm very like secure, the kind of person I am. She was saying all that stuff. I've already not drinking or driving, no. But I was already like late, so I wasn't even like listening to what she was saying. But my other friend, she's the one that would drive us back home after me. I'm done getting late. So you know, she was the one listening to this girl and all that stuff. And she's like, Chy, there's a vibe this girl give me, you know.
Yeah.
And me, I'm like, whatever. So we got to that's why I'm with you. So we got to the club, right? And then the girl introduced us to another one of her friends. Like she said she had a section in the club. Another one of her friends. They came to write our name down. I'm like, why are you writing our name down?
Yeah, for what?
You know, but me, I'm not the one thinking this. So it's my friend that's thinking this. Me, I'm already gone. I was late, but so she took us to a section. There was a bunch of men, and my friend is like, "Chy, this is not a place that we want to be at, though." Yeah. And then they wanted our names. We gave them fake names, and then we left the girl. Yeah. So later we now discovered, like later in the month, that this girl's a shower.
Like actual prostitute.
Yeah. Like what she does is like if she gets like
girlfriend
girls for men and all that stuff. Yeah.
So she's like a pimp and a shower.
Yes. They say she's very popular in this our small data.
Are you serious? And I don't even know her. I
don't know her. I met her that day, and then I'm just like, oh
wow.
Oh,
that's crazy.
So every time I come to for one student, I see her.
I'm screaming. She's a pimp. That's crazy. So that's how, like, that's one of the examples, right? You saw the signs.
Yeah, and then we cut it off right in there. I was supposed to that girl since that day because I was like, I want this in my life.
Yeah, nah. We've come to the end of the show. This is episode 1, and you should watch out for us for next episodes. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Yeah.